Last night you ordered dinner through an app. The meal said $15 on the menu. But when you checked your bank statement this morning, $27.50 was gone. You didn't order a drink. You didn't supersize anything. You just tapped a few buttons on your phone. And somewhere between the restaurant and your front door, your money almost doubled. That $12.50 difference didn't go to the restaurant. It didn't go to better food. It went to a system designed to make spending feel painless while quietly draining your bank account one order at a time. Food delivery apps weren't always this popular. Before 2020, most people still picked up their own food. Then the pandemic hit. Suddenly, everyone was ordering from home, and the habit stuck. According to Statista, the global online food delivery market hit $218 billion in 2024. That's not a restaurants making more money. That's a middleman industry built on your convenience. The average American now spends around $250 a month on food delivery. That's $3,000 a year, just on the convenience of not driving 10 minutes. And here's what makes it dangerous. The spending doesn't feel like spending. You're not pulling cash out of your wallet. You're not swiping a card at a counter. You tap a screen. You wait 20 minutes. Food shows up. The pain of paying is completely removed. Behavioral economists call this the pain of paying effect. When you don't physically see money leaving, you spend more. A study from MIT found that people spend up to 100% more when paying digitally compared to cash. That's not a small difference. That's double. Here's how the math actually works behind every order. You open the app and see a burrito bowl for $12. Looks reasonable, right? But that same burrito bowl at the actual restaurant costs $9.50. The app marked it up by $2.50 before you even started. That's a 26% markup, and most people never notice because they don't compare prices. Now you add the burrito bowl to your cart. A service fee appears, usually between 15% and 18% of your order. On a $12 item, that's about $1.80. Then the delivery fee. That ranges from $2 to $6 depending on distance and demand. During peak hours, it can spike even higher through the surge pricing. Let's say it's $3.50 tonight. Now you're at the checkout screen. The app suggests a tip, usually starting at 18% to 25%. Most people feel guilty hitting anything lower, so you tip $3. Let's also not forget the small order fee. If your subtotal is under $15, some apps charge an extra $2 to $3. And taxes on the inflated menu price, not the restaurant's real price. So you're paying tax on a markup. Here's where it gets wild. That $9.50 burrito bowl at the restaurant just became a $24 order on the app. You paid more than double for the exact same food. And this doesn't even count the subscription some apps push on you. $10 a month for free delivery. That's another $120 a year for the privilege of paying inflated prices. Every single layer of this transaction is designed to add a little more. Not enough for you to cancel, just enough to keep taking. Now let's zoom out, because one order doesn't feel like much, but this is a habit, and habits compound. Say you order delivery 3 times a week. That's pretty average. A 2023 survey from Circuit found that 60% of Americans order delivery at least once a week, and 26% order 3 or more times per week. So let's do the math on 3 orders per week. Each order averages about $25 after all the fees and tips. That's $75 a week. Multiply that by 52 weeks. That's $3,900 a year on delivered food. Now compare that to cooking the same meals at home. The average home-cooked meal costs about $4.50 per serving, according to the USDA. Let's say 2 servings per meal to match a delivery order. That's $9 per meal. 3 meals a week at $9 each. That's $27 per week. Over 52 weeks, that's $1,404 a year. The difference between delivery and cooking is $2,496 every single year. Let me say that again. You're paying $2,496 a year, not for food, but for someone else to bring it to you. That's $208 a month in pure convenience fees. Now think about what $208 a month could do. Put that into a high yield savings account earning 5% annually. After 1 year, you've got $2,558. After 3 years, you're sitting on $7,950. After 5 years, $14,100. Or invest it. An index fund averaging 8% returns. After 10 years, that $208 a month becomes over $38,000. You didn't get a raise. You didn't start a side hustle. You just stopped paying someone $12 extra to drive food to your door. A $15 meal becomes $27.50 after fees, tips, and markups, meaning you're paying 83% more than cooking the same food at home. That one sentence should make you rethink every order you've placed this month. This isn't an accident. These apps are engineered to maximize how often you order and how much you spend. First, there's the interface, bright food photos, personalized recommendations based on your past orders, push notifications at 6 p.m. when you're hungriest, one-tap reorder buttons. Every pixel is designed to reduce friction between your craving and your credit card. Second, there's the subscription model. Apps charge $10 a month for free delivery. But research from McKinsey shows that subscribers order 2 to 3 times more often than non-subscribers. The subscription doesn't save you money. It trains you to order more. You feel like you need to get your money's worth. So you order more frequently, spending far more than the $120 annual fee you thought you were saving on. Third, there's the restaurant side. Restaurants pay 15% to 30% commission to the app on every order. To cover that, many raise their app menu prices, so the restaurant makes less, you pay more. And the app takes a cut from both sides. In 2023, the top 3 delivery platforms reported combined revenue of over $18 billion. They didn't cook a single meal. They didn't deliver most of those orders themselves either. They just built the software that sits between your hunger and your wallet. The entire model depends on one thing: you not doing the math. Now here's the objection. You've been thinking it this whole time. I work long hours. I'm exhausted. Cooking takes time I don't have. Delivery is worth it for the convenience. And honestly, that's fair. Time has value. Nobody's arguing that. But let's be real about what convenience actually costs. If you're spending $2,496 a year on delivery fees and markups alone, that's roughly $208 a month. At $20 an hour, that's over 10 hours of your labor every month, just to avoid 30 minutes of cooking. You're trading 10 hours of work for maybe 6 hours of cooking time. The math doesn't hold up. So here's how to break the cycle without turning your life upside down. Step 1. Meal prep on Sundays. Spend 2 hours making 5 meals for the week. Rice, protein, vegetables. Total grocery costs, about $35. That replaces 5 delivery orders that would have cost you $125. You just saved $90 in one afternoon. Step 2. Delete the apps from your phone. Not deactivate, delete. A study from the Journal of Consumer Research found that adding even one extra step to a purchasing decision reduces impulse spending by 40%. If you have to reinstall the app, log in, and re-enter your card info. Most of the time, you'll just make a sandwich instead. Step 3. Redirect the savings automatically. Set up a $50 weekly transfer to a savings or investment account. That's $200 a month moving toward your future instead of disappearing into service fees. You don't have to be perfect. Even cutting delivery from 3 times a week to once saves you $1,664 a year. 2 people, both making $50,000 a year. Same city, same rent, same bills. Person A orders delivery 3 times a week, spends $3,900 a year on delivered food, never thinks about it. It's just dinner, just convenience, just how they eat. Over 10 years, person A spends $39,000 on food delivery. That money is gone. No investment, no savings, no asset, just 10 years of lukewarm fries and cold pad thai. Person B used to do the same thing, But then they saw the math. They cut delivery down to once a week, started meal prepping on Sundays, redirected $200 a month into an index fund, earning an average of 8% per year. After 1 year, person B has $2,496. Not life-changing yet, but it's a start. After 3 years, person B has $8,100. After 5 years, $14,700. After 10 years, person B is sitting on $36,800. Same paycheck as person A, same city, same rent. But person B has almost $37,000 in investments, while person A has a decade of receipts from delivery apps. The only difference between them is that person B learned where the money was actually going. That's it. No raise, no promotion, no side hustle, just awareness, just math, just one decision repeated over 10 years. This isn't about never ordering food again. It's about knowing exactly what you're paying when you do. Every time you open that app now, you'll see the markup. You'll see the fees. You'll see the $2,496 a year quietly leaving your account. And that changes everything, because you're not someone who doesn't know anymore. This is not your fault. Nobody taught you this, but now you know. And knowing changes everything. Subscribe, because the next money trap we break down might be the one that's costing you the most right now.